Okay, so last lesson we went over how to produce this fundamental trigonometric identity that sine squared and cos squared is 1. And it's through Pythagoras' theorem in the first quadrant of the unit circle. Now, given that fact, we can get to other results. And they're found by dividing through by either sine squared and cos squared. So let's see, I'm going to divide every term by sine squared theta, and let's see what we get. Now, sine squared over sine squared will become 1. Now, cos squared over sine squared is actually cot. Okay, because if you can recall, tan theta is sine theta over cos theta, and this is actually because of that triangle we were just looking at. If I go back to this triangle, my opposite side, so tan theta, based off this angle here, my opposite side is sine theta, and my adjacent side is cos theta. Okay, so tan theta is sine theta on cos theta. Now, 1 over tan theta, okay, we know is cot theta. So if I then go 1 over that fraction, okay, then what happens here is when I divide by a fraction like I have here, I flip and multiply. So I go 1 times cos theta on sine theta. So therefore, cot theta is cos theta over sine theta, which is what we had here, but we had it squared. Okay, so let's go back to this result. So I've got 1 plus cot squared theta, so I'm dividing every term by sine squared theta, and 1 over sine we know as cosec, and then it's squared theta. Okay, it is important that we put the squared here, okay, because if I wrote the squared here, it would mean something totally different. It would mean the angle squared. Okay, so that's one of our key results. Now, let's look at that same trigonometric identity, sine squared plus cos squared is 1. And now, instead, I'm going to divide every term by cos squared theta. So what we've got here, now I've got sine over cos, which we just said was tan. So that's tan squared theta. Cos over cos will be 1, and 1 over cos is sec. Okay, so we've just proved the other two identities. So we've got 3 here. We've got the sine squared, cos squared is 1. 1 plus cot squared is cosec squared, and tan squared plus 1 is sec squared theta. These are 3 trig identities that we do need to know for this course.